They captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm...
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded just outside the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. To throw now. Here's Love. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. 3 and out. A real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Back to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Packers 10, Cowboys 0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Blankenship out for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Packers 17. Cowboys nothing.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking them. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. He was having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Love now. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score, Packers 23, Cowboys 8.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On second down, it's Jones. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers. This offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible forward tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 4. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Here's second and 2 now from the 3. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Out of the gun now on third down. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Working out of the gun, Love. And caught by London. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now here's another interception. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on second down. Love. Touchdown! Christian Watson from 19 yards away. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Lewis selects to return it. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time, do you try? And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 1. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And this one's going to be covered up. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. 20. 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
You've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Miles Jack with a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Drake London. 35 yards. And the Packers just continue to roll. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And not a good return here at all as they'll be the 12-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Right back to Njoku. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll look to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
This is caught. It's Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And here's Jones again on second down. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 136 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs from 19 yards away. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Dobbins is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Love from the gun. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Jones is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill with a milestone, career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Cowboys are, and this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. Back to throw now on first down. That's caught again by Schultz. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll look to throw here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll set up to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a forward DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So the Packer offense coming on. They'll be asked to go for 2. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On play action. Love to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play action this time with Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this one's going to be covered up by the... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And is this defense well...
You gotta choose.